condor. I didn't even know that was a bird.
Yeah. Real spit, Ralph, take one.
It's got to be a wow.
Action.
So tell everyone who you are, where you're from.
My name's Carmona, and I'm from Australia.
How long have you been stateside?
I've been stateside for, I think, 4 years now. So I was working at a church in Australia, and my wife's from Chicago. We met in college, and we were on our way to live in Prague, in the Czech Republic, and her father had a church here. He wanted to kind of bring it under the church I worked for, and so they asked me to come through and just do the transition for like 6 weeks. But you know, 6 weeks led on to 6 months, and then after that it was like, it just ended up being, and Ords and I ended up kind of transitioning and starting our own thing. So
in planning a major life move like this, I'm sure you had doubts or reservations. What was that like, and how'd you get past it?
Well, you know, I guess, I mean, for some people it might be cliched that you can hear God and, you know, that he's real in general, but for me that's always been my source of direction and everything. So I want to live with purpose and significance, and so, you know, there was fears there of, you know, are we going to make it? Is it going to be okay? I'm moving my whole family. We're selling everything. We literally got here with nothing but 2 suitcases, probably more for her, but you know, 2 for me and the boys, and then the rest for her. But like, you know, I just knew that this was where we were meant to be, and that we were meant to do something here, you know. So I think not thinking about it too much now, feeling like I was confident that God was calling me here, those things kind of made it.
Jay-Z and Kanye have a song called No Church in the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
What does that statement mean to you? How do you view that from your perspective?
I love it, actually. I think it sums, like a song like that would motivate me to build church, because it sums up what everybody thinks about church. Everybody thinks that church does not belong in the wild, and by the wild, what I think he means is like, because they rap all through it about like, you know, nightclubs and cocaine nights and all these stuff, and I think people don't think that the church fits, like the church should shy away. It's kind of the response that people have towards me as a pastor. It's like, oh, they want to block my ears. Like we recently were starting a service in, you know, a nightclub downtown, and as we're looking through the space, I just asked what these boxes were, and the girl kind of froze, and I'm like, and she's like, I'm really sorry, but it's where the go-go dancers dance. Like as if I'm just gonna run out and my ears are gonna burn up and smoke.
She said go-go
No,
dancers.
They do that in clubs. That's what he kind of means. He's just kind of, there's no space for church in the wild. It's the exact perception we need to break, and that's why I love being in the neighborhood that we're in. I love being in a nightclub, because we belong in the wild. It's wild out there, and that's where we got to be.
Quickies. I'm gonna give you a series of words. You give me the first thing that comes to mind. Soccer.
Awesome.
Selfies.
Don't do them.
Second chances.
Everyone should have one.
R. Kelly.
What was that song? TP2 off that album with TP2?
TP2.com.
I wish.
Cubs or Sox?
Cubs.
We might have to cut that for a second. So a lot of people are surprised when they hear you're a pastor. Why do you think that is?
I think, I guess I don't fit that stereotype, maybe. The minute they find out I'm a pastor, they're fine with it. Other people feel like I'm maybe on a covert mission to like, I don't know, like get my Bible out at any minute, you know, like, and just hit them with it or something. Yeah, like, here you go, take that.
So the Westboro Baptist Church, they're a radical church movement that shows up at gay events and military funerals to kind of bash their impression into the world. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think the church needs to be known for what it stands for, not what it stands against. I think we actually should be, I mean, Jesus said to love God, love people. And I think if you're not doing things in love, then I don't think you're doing things the way you're meant to be doing them. You'll never find Jesus do that in any scenario, ever. So it's, yeah, crazy.
Yeah. If you could improve something about yourself, what would it be?
Everything. Not that I hate myself or anything. I think while it's on the table, I might as well take it for what it's worth. Yeah, I'll take everything.
So in your profession, you come across many different walks of life. What's one thing that you find common to be universal with first-time encounters with people?
Everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody's looking for purpose. And I think no matter whether you're in Australia, and I've traveled through Europe, and I've been everywhere, everyone's looking for purpose. I think value and self-worth.
So what would you say to someone that's on the fence about church? Someone that maybe is non-believer or just had a bad past experience?
Just got to try it. You know, like, you can't let your filters, you can't let your past experiences build up a prejudice towards something or to stop you from exploring something. Like, you know, especially if it's our church, we're not going to lock the doors. You know, you can leave if you don't like it. And I just tell people, like, you know, just go and explore. Often the things you're afraid of most are the things that actually hold the best value. Because I was actually the same. I was on the fence and I never went to so many churches because of the one church experience I did have. And then I went to one and it was completely different. And so I just think you got to try it. You got to, like anything, you know, you don't like all coffee stores, you usually like one or two.